Bike the dogs, indeed. So yes, I'm Bart. I run the live streams of conferences like these. Write the Docs been doing that since, well, I think since they went virtual. And you may, let me share my screen, by the way. You may remember my talk, did it work? Yes, last year, running a live stream from my living room, where I showed how I did the entire conference from my living room. And you may remember this picture from that I had a cargo bike that I used for the things that were not entirely virtual, where I had to haul around equipment through the city of Rotterdam, where I am based. And that actually went after the conference during fall last year and winter and spring. I did a lot of things on site, and I used that cargo bike a lot, packing it full of equipment, going to all kinds of places, like a theater. I mean, it was all empty. We did a lot of online live streams and recordings without audiences, because that was not allowed for a long time, but we were allowed to use the locations. So I went all kinds of places, like the theater you just saw, or neighborhood libraries. It was sometimes during storms and hail. You can't really see it, but the weather wasn't really really nice during winter, obviously. So I used it a lot, and the thing is that I realized at certain points that I couldn't bring everything on that cargo bike, because sometimes you need to bring a lot of light. For example, if there's a lot of people you have to light, or the location is really big. So sometimes for very short distances here in Rotterdam, I had to rent a car, which I really did not like. But well, you have to get your equipment where it needs to be. So I thought, can't we do that differently? And of course we can. Just get a bigger cargo bike. And that's what I did. I got this thing, like a very huge cargo bike with an exchangeable box. And I thought further that, can't we use that? Can't we combine things? Things like, we do the live streams. You need equipment for that, but you can build it into it. And you can ride the bike into a venue. So why not build a live stream van into a cargo bike? So that's actually what I'm working on right now. Transforming this bike here, this is an example where it wasn't converted yet. It has not been converted yet. I'm still working on that to transfer this into, and here come my very, very super amazing Photoshop skills. Here we go. It will have a screen in the lid. It will have a pull-out tabletop, so you will, with room for a laptop, a video mixer, and a remote control. Some access, because that lid is not very accessible anymore. So I need some doors so that I can operate the remote cameras to do live streams from locations. Or, I mean, I can have it here at the office, do virtual live streams. Unfortunately, the bike isn't finished yet, so I am not doing this conference from that bike, but I might do that next year if they are still virtual. We don't know that, and if they hire me, we don't know that yet either. So yeah, that's my little. It was supposed to be a summer project. It took a bit longer, so I'm still working on it. But that's my future. Bring the live stream, make the live streams, especially the local ones, a bit more green. Less vans in the city. Rotterdam is quite notorious for heavy traffic here and there, because this is, I mean, it's heavy, so it's electrical. But I did get a solar panel with it, so I can charge it on solar power if I want, if the sun's out, which is not today, unfortunately. But yeah. I mean, I have to make a little, how do I say that, credit, because it's not entirely my idea. A couple of years ago, I was inspired by this company called 23 in Copenhagen, who sort of built like a recording cargo bike already. Theirs was not electrical. It was super heavy, but it's sort of an idea that I took and expanded. Here you think, what if the conference in Prague next year is going to be in person? Are you going to ride that bike to Prague? Well, I would love to, but it is over 800 kilometers. Google doesn't even allow for bike directions, so it might be a bit too much. But in any way, either if we are virtual or online, I will make sure there will be like a full trilogy on this subject, either a video or a lightning talk or something about how my cargo bike actually works once it is done. Thank you.